On 2K. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. At one forward, Thompson. At the other forward, Washington. Irving is out there with Christie. And it's Davis in at the 5 down low. And for the Lakers, outside the wings are Reeves and James. Jackson Hayes is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Tonci in at the 1 spot. And these two teams are both aggressive, attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
Well, this is where Dorian Finney-Smith has really come such a long way. What a transformation to a real threat beyond the arc.
Now, here is Irving. Washington sets the pick for Irving. Outside for Davis. Off target with his 3. Now, Doncic. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin. Briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. Now, when asked about the game plan on Anthony Davis, coach said, we have to do our best to keep him out of the paint. Now, that's where he's most effective. If he beats us with his jump shot, well, we can live with that. Interior defense will be put to the test. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. And the Mavericks with possession here, following the bucket by the Lakers. The shot's good from Christie.
The high basketball IQ of Klay Thompson, finding a better look there.
And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And here is Doncic after the 3-pointer from Klay Thompson. And Doncic gets it to go.
That's a high percentage look for Luka Doncic. He is a menace if he gets that deep.
The 3. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Irving finds Davis. Lets the 3 fly. Doesn't go for it. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4-4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. LeBron James on the wing. Back to Hayes. Tries a 3. And Davis pulls it down. Mavericks trail by 3. And here's Washington outside. No good. Shot missing. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Back to Hayes. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers are taking possession.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal. But
a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Out to Doncic. Shot clock at 5. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first.
Luka Doncic started off his 2024 doors with a historic scoring performance.
He sure did, Kevin. He was only the 4th player in league history to score over 72 points in a game. It was the shooting incredible.
Christie against Reeves. Launches a 3. The shot's good from Christie. Christie's got 6.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's LeBron. Still yet to score. Reeves the pass to LeBron. They get it back. Here's Finney-Smith from beyond the arc. The shot's good from Hayes.
Well, that's just a good possession. Dorian Finney-Smith moving the ball. He's been working on that aspect of his game.
Irving for 3. Rebound the Lakers.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to Hayes. Tonci with it, covered by Irving. Tonci against Christie. Here's Hayes, and he drops in the layup off the glass. He has 7.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass, earning an additional opportunity.
We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the first. Tonci against Washington. Outside Irving. The Lakers with the rebound. Hayes has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Reeves in the corner. Pass to Christie. Up the floor and finished off by Davis.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stop.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. Great. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. And one forward, Thompson. And the other forward, Washington. Christie is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Davis in at the 5 spot. 2 points. That one goes. Thompson's got 5 points so far.
Well, there's a certain level of poise there. There's also length and athleticism. Nice shot by Clay.
Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. Oh!
Okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. He put a little extra on that one.
Washington with this screen on Hachimura. Irving passes to Washington. That shot missing. Nice D from Tonci. Lakers leading by 7. From deep. And James with the basket on the assist by Hachimura. LeBron's got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, the rhythm and timing for LeBron James. No hesitation off the catch. Love to see it.
Thompson with the bucket.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
LeBron left side. Reeves with the screen on Washington. Reeves finds James. Oh, LeBron's just too strong inside.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Irving against Hachimura. And here's Washington outside. And James pulls it down. LA's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And stolen by Irving. Beyond the arc. Davis kicks to Washington. Another shot. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
The 3 from LeBron. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of it. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And he'll get ahead of steam when there's that much of a lane. You can't get in AD's way.
LeBron going to work inside.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And with an update from the sidelines, Let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. No one near Tonci as he lets it fly. Drills it from outside. And it's a 9-point Los Angeles lead. Reeves against Christie. In then Washington with the dunk.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Davis kicks to Washington. Into the ball's out of bounds. Vanderbilt touched it left. And the Lakers with some changes. Hayes is checked in for Vanderbilt. Goodwin comes in for LeBron. And it's Gabe Vincent in for Austin Reeves. Now, here's Marshall. Defense is right there. Marshall sets a screen for Dinwiddie. Down low. That's good from Marshall on the assist by Dinwiddie.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Hayes with the screen for Doncic. Nice move. He's 4 for 6 from the field with that miss. Mavericks trail by 5.
They can close out the quarter if they want to.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Out of bounds. And out of bounds as Los Angeles takes possession.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Number 15, Austin Reeves.
8 seconds left in the first half. Here's Vincent. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Gabe Vincent is out there with Shake Milton. Then it's Goodwin. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Hayes in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And that one drops for him. Marshall's got his second bucket of the game to go. So, Doris, here's a question for you. Should the NBA widen the court? Because the corner 3 now is such a staple in these offenses.
That's exactly right. One of the most coveted, Kevin, because the proximity of the shot is so desirable. Here's what we know unequivocally. There's no way they're going to widen the court because it will take out some of the money-making courtside seats. That's not happening. Well, this is a point guard who can flat get off the floor. Dinwiddie using his vertical to his advantage.
It's Powell on the wing. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. 6 to shoot. Dinwiddie passes to Powell. Fires the 3. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Lakers leading by 5. Driving inside. And it's Hayes in the corner. Goodwin kicks to Vanderbilt. To the wing on the left. Wide open. Again, Los Angeles.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Mavericks trail by 7. Marshall sets a screen for Exum. On the 3 off target.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The shot's good from Milton.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Bangs home the trifecta. Powell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Hilton the pass to Goodwin. Here's Vanderbilt. Pass to Goodwin. Into the lane. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
A year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Alex Len's checked in for Hayes. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Vanderbilt. Austin Reeves is checked in for Gabe Vincent. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Shake Milton. The finish. Oh, Doncic getting it done in transition.
Boy, yet another night for Luka Doncic. This guy is forcing everyone to play at his pace right now.
Edwards with the screen for Powell. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 1:53 left here in the 3rd quarter. Doncic passes to Reeves. Back to Doncic. 3-pointer. Exum pulls it in. And it's Exum with the ball who will bring it up for Dallas. 11-point game. You know, Doris, every so often there are guys that come along that you can build a franchise around. And Luka Doncic seems to be one of them.
There's no question, Kevin, and if I were putting a team around Luka Doncic, I'd want to have multiple vertical threats at the rim and shooters at every other position, because at that point, Luka is unguardable.
Reeves with the screen on Edwards. Doncic outside. Doncic drops the hammer.
It does not happen too often, but boy, when Luka gets the opportunity to throw it down, he relishes it.
Marshall sets a screen for Edwards. Here's Exum, and the layup is good.
Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
Here's Finney-Smith. Edwards defending. Back to Doncic. Here's Len. Pass to Finney-Smith. On the wing, Reeves. They set the pick. And Dante Exum picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, he bailed him out with that one. The shot clock was low. You got to just play straight up, D. That is not the time to take a foul.
James checked in for Los Angeles. Connect comes in for Luka Doncic. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. LeBron is screen on Christie. Reeves outside. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. James, no good. Here's Christie. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Yeah, that is a timely three-pointer there. They had to keep it within reach going into the 4th, and that shot a lot.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the 3rd quarter. Both teams putting up points. Los Angeles on top, up 5. 2K Sports, back in a moment here in Los Angeles. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. On the floor for Dallas. And one forward, Thompson. And the other forward, Washington. Irving is out there with Christie. And it's Davis at the center.
You see, there's a hesitation to close out too hard on LeBron. They don't want to see him get downhill, but that three-point shot is on point.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He knows every possession is critical now. Some changes for the Lakers. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Len. Hachimura comes in for
LeBron James goes high in the air and absolutely no doubt about how that's going to end.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Doncic against Christie. And Doncic throws it down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Stolen by Washington. And here's the fast break. Davis, the pass to Christie. Latrey carries it from three-point range.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And Hayes kicks to Hachimura. This one for three. No good. Mavericks trail by 5. They get a hand on it. Doncic with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And he finished it off with the lane. Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, Luka Doncic is able to dominate possessions with the ball in his hands. Go ahead and do work on both ends, Luka.
Davis setting the pick for Irving. Outside, Davis. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one.
Stepping up. Davis is a fantastic option late. You know, with that height and skill set, he's going to get a good look.
And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Spencer Dinwiddie's checked in for Kyrie Irving.
Number 26. Spencer Dinwiddie.
James looking around.
2 minutes remaining
To the paint. Pocket 6. Offensive rebound. Here's Doncic. Doncic gets it to go inside.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Dinwiddie sets the screen for Davis. Driving the lane, and it's Davis with the jam.
And look at Davis driving in with aggression and taking it right to the rack for the jam.
Doncic. Pass to Hachimura. On right side. Got a piece of it. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And the Mavericks making a change here. Edwards is checked in. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And here is Hachimura. 5 on the clock. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. From deep three-point land. And James with the basket on the assist by Hachimura. And the Lakers lead by 7.
Yeah, under duress of the shot clock, LeBron James so comfortable taking and hitting these shots. Always calm in those circumstances.
Christie with the screen on Doncic. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
In the corner, it's James. 41 seconds left in the fourth. And Hayes kicks to James. And James throws it down hard.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Hachimura who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Pass to James. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Fires from way outside. And so the Lakers take the win. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge.
Much appreciated, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our...
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice and me and top down.
with us for NBA basketball. Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Bol, and it's Dunn in at the 3 slot. And for the Lakers, Reeves at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Jackson Hayes is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith, and it's Doncic in at the point guard position. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Shot's good by James.
He's become so comfortable from long range. That shot's now a weapon for LeBron.
Booker for 3, pure from three-point range.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Durant against Hayes. Pass to Booker. Screen by Durant. Shot clock at 6. Here's Beal. Rebounded by LeBron.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And the Lakers hit again from deep.
That defense has to worry so much about LeBron as a passer that it opens things up for his jump shot.
Clark, what's incredible about LeBron? He makes as big of an impact off the court as he does on it.
B.A., I think it's going to be one of the great case studies when he's all done playing. How he's impacted the game and uplifted people across the country and world. He's a tremendous advocate for social justice. He's obviously a shrewd and successful businessman, and he's been a vocal leader who also leads by example. He's actually epitomizing the change he'd like to see in other folks and inspiring along the way.
Phoenix has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Done. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Pass to James. And stolen by Bol. Durant with it. Now Doncic defending. Beal outside. Takes a 3. Dunn left side. Now here's Beal. 5 to shoot. Outside Durant. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Pass to Hayes. James outside. Over Durant. Shot's good by James. James has got 8.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
He buries it from 3.
Players with KD's size generally don't have that quick release, too. Incredible combination for him.
Doncic passes to James. And here's Doncic. Pass to Hayes. Outside Reeves. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. From deep, here's Doncic. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Luka won't take three-pointers laying down. He's coming right back at you with the answer.
Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
And once James gets the ball near the rim, just let him go to work because he knows what he's doing down there.
Booker surveying the floor. Durant for 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Doncic. Pass to Reeves. No good with a layup. Suns trail by 4. Durant with it. Picked up by Reeves. Outside Booker. Out to Beal. Back to Durant. They double team Durant. Now here's Bowl. Three-pointer. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
For somebody like Bowl to easily knock down threes, that's like having a cheat code.
Screen by James. It's Doncic with a drive. And Doncic with the jam.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up. Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
Video is going to be sent to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus. It looked like he got it off in time, though.
But to me, it's worth being certain. And that's why we have replay, to get these big calls right.
And at the end of one, both teams. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Los Angeles.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
You know, something else that's working for them is the three-point shooting. I mean, they've done some damage early on from behind the arc.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. Booker and Beal in a talented backcourt. Bol out there with Kevin Durant. And it's done in at the small forward position. When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
And here's Doncic outside. The Lakers with another miss.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you've got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
Pass to Durant. Let's go with a 3. Good work defensively by James.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
And it's James inside.
Hey, I really like what I'm seeing from LeBron here tonight, keeping it simple. He's going to the hot hand, which is him. That's pretty good.
Here's Booker. His fourth make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
And here's Doncic outside. Booker against Reeves. Jacks up a 3. Durant pulls it in.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Ooh, Booker doing Booker things.
Yes, so good to see Booker knocking down the corner triple. A go-to scorer with considerable range. Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Well, Clark, we hear coaches often say, trust your teammates. Why is that sometimes a challenge?
Well, you know, when you talk about passing the basketball, there's got to be a level of trust and confidence that where you pass it to is going to produce some fruit, and that it might come back to you if that's the best play. And then defensively, you can't be good defensively without communicating and trusting one another to cover for each other in the defensive scheme that you're playing.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter.
Knowing exactly where his guys are at all times, that's a nice dime from the King.
Booker with it. Hachimura covering for 3. Durant. And the three-pointer is good for Durant.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most All-Star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to give back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit." Brian?
Thanks, Allie. Oh, they get a hand on it. Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura for the finish. Freight train coming. LeBron gets to the rim.
Boy, there's nothing quite like LeBron on the fast break. That combination of size, strength, and speed makes him electric.
Durant with a screen on Reeves. To halt the run. Out to Beal. Back to Durant. Clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. And the Suns miss again.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Vincent outside. Out to Hachimura. From deep. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And the Suns pushing it up now. Jones' shot is good. Jones has got his first basket.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Richards with a screen. Back to Jones. This one for 3. Buries it from 3. Jones has got 5.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
From outside the arc, O'Neal. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's Los Angeles. They lead by 3. Well, now a minute to check it. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
They've got Jackson Hayes. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Rui Hachimura. Then it's Gabe Vincent, and it's Goodwin in at the 2. That's the Laker 5.
First team foul.
Here's Jones. Yes! And the foul! That's on Gabe Vincent.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Phoenix shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
You know, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
Hachimura from long range gets the 3 to fall. 5 points in the game.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Clark Hachimura has always been a monster with his strength. He knows how to use his frame.
He sure does, and he has an ample frame, B.A. Working out with LeBron during the summer and training certainly hasn't hurt him in that regard. He knows how to use his body, but he's also become a pretty reliable three-point shooter and all-around scorer.
Oh, it's stolen. Fast break, here we go. Lee misses. The Lakers lead by 3. Now Finney Smith. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Hayes. Deflected. Outside Jones. Back to O'Neal. Jones with a screen on Hayes for the tie. Sinks it from distance. O'Neal's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create. Take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
And the Lakers with some changes. James is checked in for Hachimura. Reeves comes in for Goodwin. And Doncic has subbed in for Vincent. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He wants to review the game plan. And some changes here for the Lakers. Vanderbilt comes in for Hayes. And Hachimura has subbed in for James. Hachimura against Allen. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
You know, we can't measure heart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Some room here for Jones. And it's Phoenix with another. Here's Doncic. He's got 9. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Hachimura. Doncic passes to Reeves. 3-pointer, no good.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
For the lead. On the wing, Jones. Fires for 3. Vanderbilt pulls it in. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Luka! Get off me!
That's the weight room strength of Doncic right there. Fully displayed.
Jones, the pass to Richards. Now here's O'Neal, guarded by Doncic. Goes back up. And the layup is up and in. Richards has got his second basket of the game.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You gotta work harder on the glass.
Vanderbilt finds Reeves. Vanderbilt with a screen. 6 on the shot clock. And the shot goes down. And the Lakers lead by 2. For Phoenix, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Here's Jones. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency. 1:19 left in the third. Outside Vanderbilt. Pass to Reeves. Fires from deep. Hits the trifecta. Reeves has got 5 points now this quarter. Suns trail by 3. For 3, O'Neal. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
On the wing, Hachimura. Allen defending. Back to Hachimura. Outside, Finney Smith. 4 on the clock. From deep, here's Doncic. From way back there, Luka.
Wow. I don't know if anything's out of Doncic's range.
The Suns have gone 7 of 10 here in the second half. Allen with a screen on Reeves. Fires from the corner. Lee misses.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
And it's Doncic missing.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
For 3, Allen knocks down the long J. Allen's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And here's Doncic outside. Another miss by Doncic. Jones from outside. And that's not going to go. At the end of the third, the score is all even. Both teams.
All right, fans.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And so it's Phoenix with it. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Bol Bol, and it's done in at the small forward. A nice shot by Booker.
If there's anything Booker can't do on a basketball court, I want to know all about it, because tonight he's doing it all.
James outside. Good shot, no good. Ooh, great D that time from Dunn. The Suns leading. The deep three from Durant. It's rebounded by Kleba.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Doncic with it. Durant covering. Hayes for three. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th assist in this one.
So good at seeing the floor. Doncic able to set up his open teammates.
Booker, the pass to Bol. James against Durant. Dunn outside. Bol, a screen on Kleba. Outside for Booker. Shoots a fadeaway. Rebounded by LeBron. James has got 4 rebounds in the game. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Finney Smith checked in for Kleba. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick is going over with his team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
And Allie, thank you for that. Doncic, good.
Booker uses his body to create space and then finds the inside look.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Luka Doncic. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And so it's Phoenix with it. They trail by 3, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's his first. Personal foul. Second team foul.
Lakers on D. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Third team foul.
Up top, Booker. He's marked by Finney Smith. Booker, good.
The easy money there for Booker. You can't let him get this close with the ball.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. Outside Reeves. Shot is up. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. And the Lakers lead by 3.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Outside Reeves. Kicks it to Doncic. 5 on the clock. Ooh, LeBron with the slam.
And, you know, we've come to expect this from LeBron James, guys. I mean, when his team needs a bucket, he rises to the occasion.
For 3, Booker. James with the rebound. James has got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside, Finney Smith. Pass to Hayes. Doncic outside. Here's James on the wing. Just 4 to shoot. Finney Smith, the screen. James with the ball. Dunn in his pocket. Nice shot by Finney Smith.
Finney Smith, known as a utility guy, value utility guy, but I tell you what, he showed us there. He's ready and willing and able to make the big bucket, too.
Here's Bol. The shake. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage, never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And it's James with the jam.
LeBron James is clutch. Not the first time he's done that, nor will it be the last.
Booker for three, and it's in. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Pass to Hayes. Outside Finney-Smith. James deciding where to go with it. Here's Hayes. And stolen by Bull.
And the game isn't over yet, but they have to move quickly. That's the way to go.
Yeah!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure. Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Doncic against Bull. James passes to Doncic. Oh, he missed it!
Oh, man, the defender really went after him.
And with this game coming down to the wire, they're quick to use their coach's challenge. Asking.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the ref take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Down the clutch free throw. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Now, that's how you capitalize at the line. As long as they play good defense, I think they should have this win locked up.
Here's Durant. And so it's the Lakers who scrape by with the win. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They
It'll be the Mavericks off the tip. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Cole is out there with Durant, and it's done in at the 3 slot. Durant, no good. Thompson looking for an opening. To the inside. Davis out to Thompson. There's the 3. Hands it from downtown.
Arguably the smoothest jumper in the game. Klay Thompson.
And for Klay Thompson, Richard, he's entering a different part now of his career.
And it happens to all of us. Father Time is undefeated. But Klay's game, his ability to hit threes as an elite level, that is not going anywhere, Kevin.
So it's the Mavericks now, after Devin Booker getting his shot to go from deep. Edwards with the screen. Irving can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Beal the pass to KD. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. On the wing, Thompson. Dunn covering. And Thompson kicks to Davis. Here's Christie. All 3 off the mark. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. And Durant sends it back.
And how about the reach of Durant? Terrific job of having that on display defensively.
Takes it off the glass.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
For Dallas, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Sinks the 3-pointer.
For a big man, Davis can really finesse it.
The Suns have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Durant sets a screen for Booker. Good on the triple. Booker's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for Phoenix.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's KD after the Mavericks pick up 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Easy money. Durant claps back with a 3.
On the wing, Irving. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Edwards, a screen on Dunn. And Thompson kicks to Edwards. Thompson outside. Fires away from outside. And it's Durant with the rebound. For Phoenix, they've gotten... Oh, wow! Oh, that was unbelievable!
Now that is a finish for the ages.
Oh, man! Here's Christie. Following the score by Phoenix. Thompson for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Thompson's got 6 points.
What poise from Thompson. Not allowing for any distractions from his shot.
Booker the pass to KD. A 3 ball. Score the basket, his 3rd after 5 shots.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Nobody near Irving. Offline with his 3. And KD's got the ball here for the Phoenix Suns. They lead by 4. Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
Now here is Davis. Shot clock at 6. There's the triple. Irving can't hit. Phoenix leading by 6. Here's Booker from the arc. A basket good off the assist from Durant. 11 points in the game.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Offensive rebound. Pass to KD. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's stolen by Edwards. Here's Christie. It's good from long range. Booker outside. Launches it. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Phoenix Suns with their lead standing at 6 points. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
They've got Edwards. Irving is out there with Christie. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Thompson in at the 3 spot. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Oh, here's Edwards. Still without a basket. Here's Durant. KD, so efficient in there. Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
Davis down low. Ball covering. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one is on Bull. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And they've also been feeling it from beyond the arc. Good start for them so far.
Now here's Durant. He's got 10. Fires from deep. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Kevin Durant, one of the top 10 scorers in league history. And RJ's still going strong.
And he does it with efficiency, Kevin. Takes great shots, and he's incredibly accurate. And if he doesn't have a look, he's a willing passer.
And here are the Suns now, after the Mavericks pick up 3.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Irving sets a screen for Thompson. A miss that time would have put him up.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
No good from Booker. Mavericks have gone 2 of 5 in the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And that one's good, Irving.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks.
Substitution on the court.
And it's the Suns with the ball. There's the triple from Durant.
Well, Durant must be making the defense sweat a little bit right now. Whenever he gets into a rhythm, he gets aggressive.
Fires from the wing. Phoenix grabs the miss. Durant's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And here's Booker from the arc. The offensive rebound. Bull, a screen on Dinwiddie. For 3, Booker. They shoot again. Dunn kicks to KD. 3-pointer. Good! Durant from way past the arc.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Now, here's Marshall. Foul for 3. It's hauled in by Dunn. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. It's a 5-point game. For 3, Booker. Again, the miss by Booker.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Let's just say that was an ill-advised pass there. Very close to a turnover.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Dinwiddie against Jones. Powell sets a screen for Dinwiddie. Fires for 3. Connects from 3-point range. Powell's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. On the wing, Lee. He's defended by Exum. Lee passes to Allen. Here's Richards. Guarded by Powell. The 11-footer. And that one's good. Richards. And the Suns lead by 4.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance.
There's a screen by Washington. Dinwiddie for 3 from beyond the arc and then some.
And great decision from Dinwiddie there. Looking comfortable and confident in these pick-and-roll situations.
There's the screen. That's a 2 from Lee. Kicks it out to Jones. 5 to shoot. The Suns need to get a shot off. There's Lee with the 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Here's Washington. And Lee pulls it down.
There wasn't a lot of resistance there at the rim. He just tricked off a little bunny.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Richards. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Suns shoot their first free throws of the game.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team. So you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
15 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Now Dinwiddie. Powell with a screen on Jones. Dinwiddie finds Powell. Here's the 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Phoenix. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close to the game it's been so far. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. Nick Richards out there with Royce O'Neal. Then there's Grayson Allen. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Lee in at the 2 spot. Allen surveying the D. Over Marshall. No good off the front iron.
Yeah, awkward shot there. I mean, creative on the leaner, but the D just made it too difficult for him to convert.
Dinwiddie passes to Washington. It's Powell on the wing. From outside the arc, traps in the tray. Powell's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for Dallas. Dinwiddie against Jones. Lee outside. For 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. And Marshall kicks to Washington. For the tie. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. To the middle. And then Washington with the dunk.
And with the ability to make clean, crisp passes, Dinwiddie makes those around him better.
Jones for 3. Here's Richards. A kick out to O'Neal. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
O'Neal up top. He's covered by Washington. Allen inside the three-point line. Tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Exum kicks to Powell. To Exum. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Just lost his head out there. What will happen if if you're pushing a little too hard.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Here's the screen. Jones for three. O'Neal against Washington. Richards passes to Lee. Over Exum. And again, it's the Suns missing. Dallas has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Powell against Lee. Powell, that's good. Powell's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Mavs. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
Stolen by Washington. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Exum with a wide-open look. Shot's good. Marshall making the play. Now it's a 5-point Maverick lead.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
6 on the shot clock. Back to Lee. Richards passes to Lee, trying to end the drought. Allen against Dinwiddie. Allen kicks to Lee. From downtown, it's a hand on it. It's good on the putback. Richards got 6 points.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays on the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Washington passes to Pop. Back to Washington. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Takes the three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Richards got 4 rebounds now tonight. And a wide open look for Lee. Drains it from beyond the arc. Lee's got it all tied up now for Phoenix.
The transition three. It's part of the new NBA. And when he's taking them, it's a great shot.
Pass to Marshall. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Inside. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Marshall's got his first basket.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Left side, Jones. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Mavericks ahead, ending the third quarter with a... And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Edwards is out there with Thompson. Then there's Irving. Then there's Christie, and it's Davis at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here's Durant. Count it.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
A stop or two in the next minute or so, and they could even this game up. Great job to keep battling.
Here's Irving. Out to Thompson. Davis in the corner. Thompson sets the pick for Davis. Pass to Irving. Loads it up for Davis. And Davis throws it down.
And it's just so beautiful. The timing of that play is exceptional. Davis just gets there right on time and puts it in.
Shot from the top of the key. Durant's shot is good. Durant's got 20.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Irving with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. And that's good. Kyrie Irving for 3. Irving's got the lead up to 5 now for the Mavs. Booker looking around. Pass to Durant. Takes a 3. Durant hits. 2 3-pointers.
runs the offense smoothly. Durant special in that regard.
And stolen by Booker. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Bol with it to tie it up. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists in the game.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by KD. Edwards dishes to Irving. 6 to shoot. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
The right guy to go to in this situation. Kyrie Irving has so many tricks in his bag that will help him find the shot that he needs.
Here's Durant driving in. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. That gives them the lead. And the Suns lead by 1.
ICE. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy lives for these moments.
Christie can't make it. For Phoenix, they've gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. Bol can't hit. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. There's Anthony Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
This is where Davis excels. The stakes motivate him to play with reckless abandon. Oh, my gracious.
A nice shot by Booker.
Check out Booker rising to meet the challenge. He wants so badly to deliver for his team.
Moving against Booker. Nice move. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession.
Oh, I see. Picking the worst time to lose control. This is why patience is the key in big moments, people.
P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Edwards. Booker, right side. And it's done in the corner. KD looking around. Just 5 to shoot. Pass the Bol. KD a screen on Davis. From the arc. Bol can't hit. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting well. 50% for the four. Davis setting the pick for Thompson. Outside Irving. Puts the move on. Yes!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Bol against Washington. Nails the tray.
Showing he can step up when the team needs him. Bol there with a big basket.
Booker against Irving. Here's Christie. Can't get the 3 to fall. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, that's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Launches from deep. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. This win, such a tremendous emotional. All right, DA, thanks again. Well, folks, that's going to do it.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the bill with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak
With how these teams like to get out and run, we should see a lot of transition tonight.
We should, and it always makes for exciting basketball, but more importantly, BA, these are teams that create easy buckets. Everything in basketball cannot be a grind. That's why these two teams are fun to watch.
Here are the 5 for the Lakers. Reeves at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Hayes, and it's Doncic in at the point. Now here's Doncic. Here's James. Pass to Hayes. Outside Reeves. The 3 is up. Sends it home from three-point land.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Here's Christie. He's covered by Reeves. Irving, screen on Reeves. 6 to shoot. Christie passes it to Davis. Over Finney-Smith. Davis misses.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Doris, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. That's Luka Doncic.
Oh, my goodness, BA. There's no question. He's got tremendous patience. He's in complete command of the tempo of the game. But maybe my favorite aspect is how he manipulates the game to get defenders off balance.
Now here's Davis. And then Davis slams it in!
And that's unbelievable. Davis sky high doing his thing.
And Doncic with the jam.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the game. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Well, get off your feet and send it home, Klay Thompson.
And there's James from the arc. Fires in the triple.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive, scoring the ball.
Down low. Here's Irving. Outside for Davis. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Lakers ball.
Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 12-4 run. Doncic. Outside Finney-Smith. Edwards against James. Hayes with room to shoot. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Now, the very definition of unselfish. LeBron could score every time, but you see his affinity for getting his teammates involved.
Back to Davis. And Davis slams it home.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Pass to Hayes. James outside. Hayes with it. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And that one's good. Thompson.
Well, this is his comfort zone. Klay Thompson beyond the arc. Such an easy look right there.
Screen by James. Doncic passes to James. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
What's remarkable about LeBron is the complete command of the game. Not only his team, but you'll hear opponents joke about how well he knows their plays.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Powell's checked in, and the Lakers also making a switch. Vanderbilt's checked in for Hayes. Here's Doncic. The Mavs get their last shot to go. Pass to Finney-Smith. Doncic outside. Outside Reeves. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
he didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Nice shot by Christie.
That passing ability complements Irving's scoring so well.
And so it's the Lakers with it, following the score by Dallas. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
Oh, neither of these teams can miss. At the same time, neither is playing a ton of defense either.
Christie's shot is off. Grant, they could attempt a 2 for 1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
Finney Smith passes to Vanderbilt. Finney Smith, a screen. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
But the execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Los Angeles leading by 6. Doncic feeling it out a bit. Pass to Finney Smith. Back to Doncic. Outside Vanderbilt. Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. It's Los Angeles. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
We've got Dwight Powell. Anthony Davis is out there with Thompson. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Christie in at the 2 spot. So that's who Dallas starts the second with.
Well, solid work from Kyrie right there. This guy never fears going against bigger players. His shot making too good.
You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success. And anything short of that is a failure.
Irving for 3. Outside for Davis. Beyond the arc. Oh, Anthony Davis reigns in the 3.
Yeah, Davis was just waiting for the ball, and once he gets it, it's all over.
Doncic left side. Pass to James. Now Vanderbilt for 3. Drops in the 3. Vanderbilt's got 7 points.
There is so much responsibility on LeBron's shoulders. He has to keep that offense flowing, and he's got such a great grasp of their system.
Now here's Powell. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Doncic passes to James. Doncic throws it down.
I'm not sure there is a right way to defend LeBron in pick-and-roll situations. He'll score it, or he's going to set up a teammate, turn the lights out. That's some outstanding on-court awareness there. Just a terrific change of shot.
From deep, here's Doncic. Davis with a rebound. Mavericks trail by 10. Thompson outside. Thompson, a screen on Vanderbilt. Irving. Dallas, no good that time either. And James has got the ball here for Los Angeles. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, there are some players who felt the 65-game requirement for postseason awards was too high. The NBA's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, said, quote, "You're still allowed to miss 20% of the season. People pay to go, and they want to see their stars play." Brian, it's all about the fans.
True enough, Allie. Thanks. And stolen by Vanderbilt. Jumps up, and Vanderbilt slams it in.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
When you look back at the history of the league, Doris, no position has evolved more than the center.
You know, B.A., that's a tremendous point because you look at some of the best players in the league, they occupy the 5 spot. They're asked to do so much. Defensively, protect the rim. Be able to switch out and guard smaller players on the perimeter. Now you're being asked to be able to make shots from 3. I mean, the big man's got a lot of responsibility in today's game.
Mavericks trail by 12. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Christie passes to Irving. Irving, a screen on Vanderbilt. Shot clock at 5. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Powell's shot is off. Los Angeles leading by 12. It's James on the wing, defended by Thompson. Kicks it to Tonci. From downtown, the Mavericks pull it in.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Christie passes to Irving. Launches a 3. The offensive rebound. Pass to Christie. Powell for 3. He drops it from range. Powell's got his first 3 points of the game.
This is an evolving aspect of Dwight Powell's game, getting comfortable in the catch and shoot from just about anywhere.
Now here's Doncic. Defense is right there. Here's James. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. Klay Thompson picks one up, and the Mavericks going with a whole new group out there. On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. Mavericks trail by 12. There's a screen by Marshall. The 3 from Washington. Exum outside. Pass to Gafford. Tries again. It's Hayes with the rebound. Here's Vincent. 4-3. Oh, LeBron buries a 3. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers up 15 points as this quarter concludes, building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. We'll be back in a moment.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Red line. Okay, they're thinking about the shot.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, we've got Gabe Vincent. Hayes is out there with Rui Hachimura. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith, and it's Goodwin in at the 2-guard position.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
2 points. That one goes.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Now here's Vincent. Pass to Hayes. Good.
Jackson Hayes.
Hayes has got 6.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Here's Exum. Still no points. Back to Washington. Clock at 6. Pass to Gafford. It's Exum on the wing. And the 3 off target. Los Angeles leading by 15. To the inside. And here's the fast break. The 3 is up. On target from range.
Well, Dante Exum knocking down shots will put a smile on this team's face. He continues to work on the offensive end.
Doris, one place you see this Dallas team show up is in the hustle stats.
B.A., this version of the Dallas Mavericks is as tough and as pretty and as willing to compete as any I've seen.
Dinwiddie, no good. Los Angeles has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Stolen by Gafford. Only one man back on D. Washington's shot is good.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Here's Hayes. After the basket by Dallas. It's stolen. And they're on the run. He's all alone. That's tipped. Washington passes to Marshall. Puts up a 3. Exum outside. Got a hand on it. And they'll keep possession. Just 5 to shoot. Washington inside. He's covered by Vincent. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Hachimura from long range. They get it again. Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
A new day. The Spurs' Victor Wembanyama said a few years back it was more of a guards game, but now it's come back to a big men's game. We've got guys all around the league who do a lot of stuff despite being very tall. It's the way the game changes. You just have to adapt. Brian, the gauntlet has been thrown.
And I like it. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Gafford. Inside. And the dunk by Gafford.
Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Here's Finney-Smith. Still without a bucket. Here's Hayes. Hachimura outside. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Wow, the ability to get off your feet in a hurry. Rui Hachimura with the dunk.
Gafford the screen. Pass to Dinwiddie. To the right side. Here's Marshall. He's marked by Finney-Smith. Gafford passes to Exum. Lets it fly. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. So both teams changing it up here. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Kleba, he's checked in for Finney-Smith. Los Angeles leading by 9. Now Doncic. He's got 9. Pass to Reeves. Fires the 3. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Reeves has got 9.
Yeah, the court awareness that Luka plays with, knows exactly when and where to deliver the pass.
Out to Powell. The 3. No luck on that one. And so it's Los Angeles going into the break up 12. They've been in tow. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Anthony Davis is out there with Thompson. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Christie in at the 2 guard. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And here's Doncic. And the layup falls. And the Lakers lead by 14.
Yeah, an offensive player like Luka expects the contact. He's anticipating it, so it doesn't bother him. That's a big-time finish.
Irving, the pass to Powell. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
How about the concentration on that assist? Changed his mind mid-shot and put the pass right on the money.
Puts the move on. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Boy, and the foul. Doncic has got great upper body strength, completes the play. Nicely done.
Finney Smith's checked in for Los Angeles. Davis with a screen on Doncic. And he lobs it up. Oh, Davis finishing off the lob.
Throw it AD's way, and he'll take care of the rest. A huge alley-oop target for his teammates.
Vanderbilt finds Reeves. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Stripped it away. Nice move. Oh, got a piece of it. And now the Mavs on the run. For three, Powell knocks down the triple.
Listen, what we know is this guy is a good finisher, and Powell now trying to extend that range, make people respect him out beyond the arc.
And here's Doncic outside. They get it back. Vanderbilt. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
And it's so hard to stop the putback when you let him live at the rim like that.
Boy, once he gets his hands on it around the rim, it's too late.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy. You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
No chance. Davis, just too much to handle on the defensive side.
Here's James. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Christie passes it to Davis. Here's Christie. Clock at 4. Davis with a screen on Doncic. Christie's shot is off.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving. No doubt whatsoever.
Davis drawing the double team. For three, Powell. The three. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Doncic back to Reeves. There's the three. Three-pointer. Gets the 3 ball to go. Reeves has got 5 points in the quarter.
Have to show more effort defensively. Everyone knows he can do that from deep.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Davis a screen. Irving, the pass to Davis. To the middle.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Lakers.
I think it was their play in the paint that got them the win tonight.
And the defense seemed powerless to stop them down low, resulting in plenty of high percentage shots for them.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Austin Reeves.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
Reeves finds Doncic. There's the triple. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Irving with it. we see the Lakers taking the W here. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys step.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll
game, what are you watching closely?
Well, the thing that jumps out at me, Kevin, is the guard matchup. I mean, both teams have tremendous backcourts, and I really think whoever is able to win or control that battle is going to win the game.
And now the Lakers starting group. Outside, the wings are Reeves and James. He's out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Doncic in at the point. James, good.
Well, I tell you what, you better track Bron all over the floor, or he's going to make you pay.
Bol setting the pick for Booker. And it's Bol that time on the assist by Booker.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Reeves gets the bucket.
So good at seeing the floor. Doncic able to set up his open teammates.
And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. 4-point game. Pass to Bol. The three from KD. It's rebounded by Hayes.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
No one near Reeves as he lets it go. The three-pointer no good. And Clark, it's hard to compare Luka Doncic to any other player we've seen before.
I would certainly agree with that. Ditto to that, Kevin, because he is unique. His pace is never hurried. He never gets rattled. He complains to officials a little bit more than I'd like to see, but he's strong. He's got great touch and feel, and he scores at all three levels, and he's a brilliant passer. You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Booker outside. A fadeaway. They grab their own miss. KD on the wing. Guarded by Doncic. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Durant.
Tell you what, like with most players, when Doncic is aggressive on defense, it makes a difference and causes his coaches to smile.
Oh, good with the triple. The Suns have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
The drive by Doncic. LeBron outside. Puts up a three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. KD with it. He's picked up by James. Shots good by Booker.
And from the corner, Booker is not a player you can forget about.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, always feels like they're going.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. One thing about the Lakers, Clark, over the last couple seasons, they get themselves to the free throw line.
Yeah, and a lot of that is due to the fact they've got some real creators in their lineup, guys who can attack off the dribble at multiple positions from multiple angles, and that creates pressure for the defense.
Now here's Durant. Devin Booker missing his last shot. Durant kicks to Dunn. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Bol wide open. He shoots another three for Phoenix.
For somebody like Bol to easily knock down threes, that's like having a cheat code.
The drive by Doncic. Out to the right wing. Hayes finds Reeves. 1:02 left here in the first quarter. The kick out to LeBron. Doncic outside. Back to LeBron. Out to Doncic. And Bol sends it back.
How are you even supposed to shoot over Bol? Insane win.
There's Beal with the three. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
LeBron with another miss.
And he has definitely been struggling
in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
For the three. The shot missing. And that does it for the first quarter. Suns lead by 5. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Guys, what's your take so far on the Suns?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter. In at forward for him, it's James and Hachimura. Austin Reeves out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Vanderbilt in at the center position.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him. Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
We passed year 20 for LeBron James. Clark, how is he still doing this?
Well, I'd love to find out, but he's got a combination of remarkable DNA and obviously a tremendous work ethic and attention to detail and taking care of his body. But some of it's a blend of good fortune and a lot of hard work. But he's played at a level at his age that I never thought I'd see in basketball. It's different in other sports, but to do what he's doing on the court is amazing.
And here's Booker after Luka Doncic hitting the three. Outside for Beal. Sweet move. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Yeah, offensively, Beal is a smooth operator.
Doncic against Dunn. Here's Hachimura. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Now here's Booker. Cook it! Devin for three.
Every chance he gets, Booker willing to take that shot. A consistent three-point shooter.
And Doncic throws it down.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
It's almost effortless for Booker this close in. He just drops the ball in the bucket.
And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut back down to 3 points with the bucket from Hachimura. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Bol is screen on LeBron. Here's KD. Pass to Bol. Hachimura against Booker. Offensive rebound. And so Doncic will bring it up for Los Angeles. Here's Vanderbilt. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Absorbing hits on the drive. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
No good from Durant. The Lakers trade. Here's Doncic. Top of the key, Hachimura. LeBron passes to Hachimura. And the dunk by Hachimura.
And proving to be effective around the rim. Hachimura leaving no doubt about that one.
Dunn kicks to Durant. Dunn sets a screen for KD. Oh, KD buries the three.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
54 seconds left here in the second. Doncic passes to Hachimura. Doncic attacks. Shoots the three. Hachimura, no good.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Pass to Bull. Fires the three. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 3 assists in the game. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut down to 3 on the bucket from Tonci.
Luka uses his body to create space and then finds the inside look.
Booker with no one around. Another 3 for Phoenix. The Lakers have gone 8 of 9 in the second quarter. Very nearly perfect from the field. Drains the three-pointer.
That's the competitive fire that burns with LeBron James. He's happy to come right back with one of his own.
Durant finds Bull. From past the arc. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. And he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
First team foul.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
And he nails the third. Lee with the steal. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Phoenix ahead, leading by 5. It's time now to go. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Represent to the center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum line. They're measuring up the shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Really an incredible game from Bull.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
They've got O'Neal. Tyus Jones out there with Lee. Then there's Grayson Allen. And it's Richards in at the center. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Goodwin finds Vincent. Now here's Goodwin. Back to Vincent. To the wing right side. Finney-Smith again was injured.
Really good work by Finney-Smith there to get himself in position doing the work before the shot. And once he gets the ball, he's good to go.
Jones the pass to O'Neal. They set the screen. Here's Jones. Pass to Richards. 4 on the clock. Allen for 3. Kicks it out to Jones. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Lets it go with the 3. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Lakers trail by 5. 90 seconds now into the second half. Vincent the pass to Finney-Smith. Now Goodwin. Pass to Hayes. Uncovered. No good on the shot.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Goodwin with the steal, and they're moving it up. It's blocked. Knocked loose. Down low. Here's Finney-Smith. Sinks that one from the post.
Good work from Finney-Smith down low, putting his size and reach to good use.
Allen outside. Jones for 3. Hits it from three-point range. Jones has got 5 now.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And a wide open look for Lee. His three-pointers off the mark. Lakers trail by 4. Now Goodwin. And there's the drive. Here's Hayes, and it's blocked. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Hachimura with it. Jones covering. Vincent the pass to Finney Smith. He gets it in there. Now just a 2-point Phoenix lead.
Pushing his way past the defense there, Finney Smith knows how to maintain his composure while under pressure.
And you know what? He had to clear some space for himself to get that rebound. Not an easy one there among the big boys.
Here's Vincent, covered by Lee. Here's Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra. Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Here's Hachimura.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
The assist.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
Here's Lee. Clock at 6. Allen for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Hachimura kicks to good. Back to Hachimura. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Suns leading by 4. Booker outside. Pass to KD. Jacks up a 3. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. LeBron's got his 5th rebound in this one. Reeves in the corner. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the 4th quarter. Suns lead by 4. And we've got more action. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession in this way. True team basketball.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So for the Lakers right now, up in the front court, the forwards are James and Vanderbilt. Austin Reeves out there with Doncic. And it's Len in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And so Doncic will bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 3. Back to Vanderbilt. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Defensive foul.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Suns.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
You've also got to commend them for how they've attacked the basket. They've been aggressive. They've not settled and have consistently gone at the rim.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Durant feeling it out a bit. Done outside. KD a screen on Vanderbilt. Shot clock at 6. And it's Beal in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Lakers in the lead. Back to Reeves. LeBron James on the wing. Reeves with the screen for James. Here's Vanderbilt. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Wow, that is a strong move there to go in for the dunk.
And I like like the job the defense did to not let him have it. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Vanderbilt hits them both. Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Pass to KD. This one for 3. Good. Nice assist from Booker. Durant's got the game tied up here for Phoenix.
Well, Durant's reputation at the arc is solid, and good reason for that. He's a consistent sniper.
Back to Doncic. LeBron outside. LeBron playing like a big man inside.
Hey, I really like what I'm seeing from LeBron here tonight, keeping it simple. He's going to the hot hand, which is him. That's pretty good.
Bull inside. Playing on him. Booker, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Doncic against Dunn. Doncic passes to Vanderbilt. LeBron outside. 5 on the clock. Takes a 3. And Bull sends it back. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. The Suns making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Vanderbilt. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey guys, J.J. Redick's message with his team was simple. Now they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to paddle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Doncic with it. Now guarded by Booker. Doncic converts inside.
How impressive is Doncic? This guy is incredible at stepping up in big moments.
Booker dishes to Bull. Screen by Bull. And the dunk by Booker.
How about the focus from Booker? I mean, refusing to let anything stop him from getting that basket.
Reeves with the screen on Dunn. Back to Doncic. They get it back. Pass to Finney-Smith. Reeves with it. Second chance shot. Out to Doncic. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. It's deflected, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And you can tolerate gaps like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Booker up top. He's defended by Reed. In the corner, Bull with it. Back to Booker. Bull setting the pick for Booker. Money!
Oh, you just... love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
LeBron outside. Reeves the pass to Hayes. There's the 3. Frames it from downtown.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Good. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And in that situation, everybody knows the ball's going to be in Booker's hands, and he comes up big.
19 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to James. Off target from outside. Here's Durant. Yes!
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
and they have just enough time for a catch and shoot here. It has to be an immediate shot, though. That's their only hope.
So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. What a show they put on here at home. Thank you for that, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice in the mirror, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak, be back in the kiss.
Sports. And tonight, we've got the Phoenix. And now Dallas' starting group. We've got Dwight Powell. Klay Thompson is out there with Davis. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Christie in at the shooting guard position. And for Phoenix, Booker and Beal in the talented backcourt. Bol out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Dunn in at the 3, the small forward. Durant on the attack. Bol finds Durant. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Inside, Durant's scoring instincts take over, helping him find a path to that difficult shot.
Outside Irving. To the paint. And stolen by Bol. Pass to Booker. Durant with a screen on Davis. For 3, Booker. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. You know, Booker gets a lot of praise for his scoring. But how about his skill as a passer, Richard?
Oh, he's a good decision maker, B.A. He's able to read defenses and dissect them with his passing. He's shown he can be a traditional, quote-unquote, point guard.
Durant for 3. Drills it from deep. Durant's got 5.
The confidence that Durant has in his three-point shot is something special. He doesn't doubt his selections at all.
Irving for 3. Nails it from 3.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Booker, the pass to Bol. Durant against Davis. Beal outside. The 3 ball. They get it back. Another shot. Durant against Davis. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Beal. The Suns need to get off a shot. Bol. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal.
Good eyes, Bradley Beal. That's a nice setup there.
Powell outside. Launches it. It's hauled in by Beal. Phoenix has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Connects from downtown.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
The Mavericks have gone 1 for 3 so far. Davis a screen. Irving for 3. Durant pulls it in.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that open.
A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Mike Budenholzer, and the point of emphasis in the game plan against Anthony Davis was to simply be more physical inside. Coach said we have to force him outside the paint and make him shoot those mid to long range shots. Sounds like they're willing to give up the outside shot to keep Davis from dominating the paint.
Thanks for that, Allie.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Christie, pounded by Beal. Nice shot by Christie. Christie's got 5 points.
Taking full advantage of a gap in the mid-range coverage.
For 3, Booker. Davis with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Irving for 3. And the Mavericks, another 3.
This is what makes Kyrie so difficult to contain. He can pull up anywhere at any time.
That one goes in. 5 points in the game. And so it's Dallas with it. 4-point game. Ever since Phoenix changed ownership, they've been all in on winning now, Richard.
They've traded a lot of picks away and young talent to assemble a team of superstars. Some of the best shooters in the history of this league. And they were willing to go deep into the luxury tax to sustain.
For 3, Durant. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
Making it look effortless. Durant is sensational at pulling up on a dime.
Thompson, a screen on Durant. There's Davis with the 3. Hits the 3-pointer.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another three.
Booker can't get it to go.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Powell passes to Christie. Driving inside. Outside for Irving. Powell, a screen on Beal. 4 on the clock. Irving goes in. Oh, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Phoenix leading by 4. For 3, Booker. Mavericks with a rebound. Left side, Davis. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Phoenix Suns. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be right back with you shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Suns.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And also, I like how they've let it fly from the three-point line. Shooting with confidence so far in this one.
Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Bol Bol. And it's done in at the small forward position. That's the Suns 5 as we get into the second quarter. And Booker puts up a deep 3. And it's Booker again missing.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently. And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And you look at how Durant is playing at his age. He's still as elite as it gets, RJ.
You don't lose skill. KD can play into his 40s if he wanted to. That shot isn't going away, and he's always going to be tall. He will be one of the best scorers every time he laces them up.
Beal from outside. Drains the triple.
Beal can hurt you from just about anywhere. He is a multi-skilled player.
Irving for 3. Counted from distance. Irving's got 9 points.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Pass to Christie. Here's Davis. Bol grabs the board. The Suns lead by 4. In transition, here come the Suns. Here's Booker. They've got numbers. For 3, Powell. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Durant's got 5 rebounds tonight. Booker for 3. And that comes off the assist by Durant. He's got 6.
Instantaneous offense. Booker gets the hot pass and quickly has that shot in the air.
On the wing, Irving. Powell sets a screen. Takes the 3. Irving, no good. And Booker's got the ball here for the Phoenix Suns. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. The shot by Dunn, no good. Mavericks trail by 7. Here's Christie. They get the rebound. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Dinwiddie against Jones. There's the drive, and he buries his first look. All right, Greg, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
Ooh, stolen by Allen. In transition, here come the Suns.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And there's the lob. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Yeah, the combo guard Dinwiddie, so good at figuring out when one of his guys is open.
Richards inside. Lively's there. Back to Richards. Mavericks with the rebound. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And Washington powers it through.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Jones, the pass to O'Neal. And he drives in. Back to Jones. Lets a floater go. And he lays it up and in.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
There's the screen by Marshall. The three from Washington. Sinks the tray. Washington's got 5 points.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Richards with a screen. Jones, the pass to Lee. Fires the three. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Lee's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. There's the screen by Marshall. For 3, Dinwiddie. And the three-pointer goes.
Yeah, stretching out the defense horizontally. Dinwiddie helping his team spacing.
Pass to Lee. And here's Allen. Driving in. Now Richards. Wide open look. Lively grabs a miss.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Puts it up. And it's Washington missing. On the break.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a 3 like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Phoenix closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Great shot selection right now. Keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
And on the floor for Jason Kidd as we get into the second half. Washington and Lively down low. Spencer Dinwiddie is out there with Dante Exum, and it's Marshall in at the 3. Jones, the pass to Lee. Back to Jones. Allen on the wing, down to 5 on the shot clock. From the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas. Here's Marshall. No points so far. From behind the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Proving once again, he is one of the best shooters in the league.
Pass to Lee. Second half of basketball. Just over a minute played so far. Offensive rebound. For 3, O'Neal knocks it down from distance. O'Neal's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Dinwiddie against Jones. Dinwiddie gets the bucket.
Gotta love guards that can finish inside. Is Dinwiddie on that list? Absolutely.
Here's the 3. Lee misses. Mavericks trail by 3. Dinwiddie outside. Screen by Lively for the tie. Another 3 for Dallas.
And it's great to see Dinwiddie dial it up from deep. Needs to keep connecting from out there.
Jones, the pass to Richards. Here's Lee. He's covered by Dinwiddie. Pass to Allen. Lets it go from deep. Here's Richards. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Dinwiddie gets the bucket.
And give credit to Dinwiddie, taking the hit well and finding a way to power through it.
Richards with a screen. Allen on the wing. Pass to Lee. Shoots. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Lee's got 5 now.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
Dinwiddie passes to Exum. Oh, rejected by Allen. Here's Lee. Pass to Allen. Here's Lee. He's guarded by Exum. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Mavericks.
Dallas ball.
And it's a completely new group here for the Mavericks. The Mavericks trailing. Out to Powell for the lead. Richards pulls it in. Phoenix has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Jones from outside. Gets the 3 ball to go. He has 7.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
And it's Irving missing. The Suns lead by 5. Richards, pass to O'Neal. Outside Jones. Pass to Lee. 6 on the shot clock. 3-pointer. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Thompson. Oh, Clay takes the contact and finishes.
You're not going to speed him up. Even when you get aggressive guarding Thompson, he stays in control. He's just so tough to cover.
Oh, what tremendous focus to absorb the contact and find a way there to finish.
So Phoenix going with almost an entirely new group here. Bowl, he's checked in for Richards. Kevin Durant comes in for O'Neal. Dunn, he's checked in for Allen. And it's Booker in for Jones.
Fantastic job attracting the defense's attention. That's just what Kyrie Irving does. And he also understands how to get the whistle while shooting.
Dallas shooting their first free throws of the game. Both free throws good from Irving.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Booker for 3. Ooh, Booker doing Booker things.
Shoots the lights out. Booker has limitless range.
Irving with it. He's got 11. Powell outside. Over Bowl. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Phoenix closing out. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Phoenix leading by 7. Devin Booker out there with Damian Lee. Then it's Bol Bol. Then there's Kevin Durant. And it's Dunn in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Powell outside. Outside Irving. Shoots from 14. Good on the shot.
This is just one of those blow-up nights for Kyrie. So lethal when he's feeling his best.
Outside Booker. Oh, hits the outside fadeaway. And the Suns lead by 7.
Why fade away there? Just making the shot more difficult, if you have to ask me.
No problems knocking that one down.
We sometimes forget how solid Irving is when it comes to his passing. Great find there.
Pass to Lee. Durant with it. Booker with a screen on Davis. Durant, the pass to Booker. Releases. And it's Irving with a rebound.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Powell passes to Thompson. Booker against Irving. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And it's going to go on Devin Booker.
Man, just the total offensive package. Kyrie is a once-in-a-generation guard.
Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
Beal, he's checked in for Phoenix. Booker missing again. Booker's gone 4 of 12 from the floor. Davis a screen. For 3, Powell. On the wing, Irving. Inside. That one's good from Powell. On the assist from Irving. And that ties it up.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Pass to Durant. To the inside. Bull finds Durant. Back to Bull. It's Beal on the wing. It's deflected. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
Irving against Booker. Pass to Christie to take the lead. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving.
3-point field goal.
Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
And defensively, how do you leave him that open in crunch time?
Now Beal. Will it go? Sure, from 3-point range.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up to the Dallas Mavericks. Out of bounds. It'll be Suns ball.
Oh no, that was a huge turnover. That cannot happen at this point in the game.
Phoenix has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Booker for 3. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Davis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Irving against Beal. Outside Irving. Davis with a screen on Beal. Irving, the pass to Davis. Shot clock at 5. Too strong. Davis for 2.
Davis wants the ball in these big moments, and his ability to deliver is what makes him a special player.
Right side Booker. Pass to Durant. Bull, a screen on Davis. Dunn, pass to Durant. Durant earning those 2 points.
Big-time players make big-time shots. Durant, he lives for these opportunities.
Outside Irving. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They set a pick. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Clay isn't afraid to get physical if he feels like he can get to the line.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
See, it's easy to see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play, coming through when it matters most.
Irving looking around. Powell, a screen on Booker. Here's Irving. Count it!
The right guy to go to in this situation. Kyrie Irving has so many tricks in his bag that will help him find the shot that he needs.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock.
And they do have a foul to give if needed.
And so it's Dallas with it.
And the game isn't over yet, but they have to move quickly.
Yeah, they need to focus on scoring every possession and not turning over the ball.
Offensive rebound. Davis, the pass to Thompson. There's the three. And he drills the triple. And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. All right, what are the considerations at this late juncture?
They've got just enough time for a catch and shoot, but it needs to be immediate.
Maverick substitution. Lively. Dante Exum.
Yes! Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish, bringing it down with some attitude. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. How do you think this is going to play out?
And there's not enough time to catch and shoot, so they'll have to tip it in off the inbound pass.
So a close game sees Phoenix taking this one. Hard, Allen. Good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.